Do what you believe is going to save you. And then if something happens, you can say, you know what, it was in the hands of Allah. Otherwise, you are to blame. The whole of judgment is based on how you and I used the choice that Allah gave us. On the day of judgment, what is Allah going to ask you? Do you know? He's only going to ask you about how you used the choice He gave you when He gave it to you. If He did not give you a choice, there's no question asked. If suddenly the roof dropped and the earth opened and people died and something happened, Allah's not going to ask you, why did you die? Because you had no role to play. You were not given a choice. But when you have a choice and you committed suicide, you're going to be asked, why did you do that? You can't say, well, I was just thinking if it's my death, I'm going to go. And if it's not my death, I'm not going to go. So I decided to stab myself. Come on, come on, come on. You can't do that. May Allah Almighty grant us protection. So, to protect yourself, you make dua to Allah. Like I said a minute ago, what did I say? May Allah grant us protection. Say Ameen. But you also need to apply your mind and the capacity given to you by Allah. The energy, the effort. You walk in a certain way. It's cold out there. If I'm not wearing a jacket and I know I've got 1 mile to walk and I have a jacket and I leave it, who is to blame if you were to get ill and sick? It's you. You should have covered yourself a little. If you know it's a short distance, I'm just jumping into the vehicle, it's a different thing. Notice how I'm covering myself because I didn't wear anything today. I jumped from the vehicle, came straight into the building. But there was a reason. Because I knew if I'm going to carry massive coats and everything, I'm going to have to take it out. I just need to walk in, walk out. But if I were to walk a whole mile, I would have brought something so warm with me because Allah's given me the capacity and the energy and the ability. I can't blame Allah then to say, well, it's okay if I'm meant to be sick, I'll be sick. Can you say that? Some people do say these things. Well, if I'm meant to, then it will happen. No, 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 no. If Allah gave you the capacity, He expects you to use that capacity. If Allah gave you the ability, He expects you to use that ability. That's what He's going to ask you about on the day of judgment. So we make dua, oh Allah, protect me. But with that, don't put yourself into a situation where you know you're going to be harmed. Someone tells you, listen, as you're going home, be careful of this particular road because there were 2 lions roaming there and they had just mauled, for example, a fox. We're talking of Africa, we're not talking of Europe, okay? Would you walk on that path? You can't say, no, 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 we're going to check out the lions, come, you know? Maybe if you've got guns or something and you know you're a game ranger or you want to deal with the situation, it might be different. But we're talking of the lay people. 2 girls walking and someone says to them, watch out, there are 2 lions here. They would walk, they would stop walking actually. Yeah, they would say, okay, fine, we're stopping here. Let's see if we can do something else. Wait for someone to give them a lift or whatever. What are they doing? They're applying their minds, their brains. They're taking heed. They know if I go on this path, there is a chance that I might just be attacked by a lion.